everyone. Hallo, guten Tag. Heute machen wir mal was ganz anderes. Es ist die Currywurst. Vor einigen Jahren habe ich dieses Buch gelesen und es war sehr interessant, denn ich bin mit der Currywurst hier aufgewachsen. Diese Novelle beschreibt, wie die Currywurst in Berlin erfunden wurde bei Hertha Heuer, die dann auch jahrelang einen Currywurststand hatte. Nun, es tut mir leid, meine lieben Freunde aus Hamburg. Ich weiß ja, dass es da so eine kleine Frage gibt, ob die Currywurst wirklich in Berlin erfunden wurde. Berlin hat ein Currywurstmuseum, wo diese Schürze herkommt. So, today we are making a currywurst, which is a German specialty. Now, for many years ago, I read this book, and it's the invention of the currywurst by a lady in Berlin. Her name was Hertha Heuer, and she had a currywurst stand in Berlin for many, many, many years. Now, our good friends from Hamburg are of the opinion that the currywurst was invented in Hamburg, but I'm not going to dispute that because I really don't know. And since I am a Berliner, I believe that the currywurst came from Berlin. And this is how we make the currywurst in my family. Oh yeah, by the way, Berlin even has a currywurst museum. So this is how we make the currywurst in my family. Now, lots of families have their own currywurst sauces and their own little secrets that they don't share. For instance, if you go downtown on the east side of Berlin, there's Knopkes, and they make the best currywurst as far as I'm concerned. Every time I'm in Berlin, that's where I eat currywurst. And they will not share their recipe for their sauce. This, however, is the recipe that more or less by accident my grandmother invented. And I love it. So you start out with a sausage. Also man beginnt mit Würstchen. And there is very many ideas of what sausage to use. Now, I like the Berliner Brühwurst, which is really hard to get here. But any sausage really will work. So here I have a typical North American hot dog. Here I have a Wiener Würstchen, a wiener, that is made by a local company. And this is a Bratwurst, which is really quite good and also made by a company here in town. So we're going to try all three of them. So I will show you what the currywurst looks like. And it's really not the sausage that matters so much. It's the sauce. And that is what we're going to concentrate on today. So, es ist wirklich nicht das Würstchen, das wichtig ist, sondern die Soße. Und die machen wir heute. Zuerst nehme ich eine Bratwurst, eine Wiener Wurst und eine Hotdog und die wird im heißen Wasser erstmal heiß gemacht. Und dann machen wir die Soße. So, I'll take one each, I'll heat it up in hot water, and then we'll make the sauce. Here's my little recipe, and this is the one thing where I actually do measure. Usually I sort of do a little this, a little that, but this one I really do measure. So I put 250 grams of ordinary ketchup in here. Then I add 3/4 of a teaspoon, so 3/4 of a teaspoon of paprika. Then I add 1 teaspoon, an entire teaspoon of Madras curry powder. Then I add 3/4 of a teaspoon of Leon parent sauce. And then, believe it or not, I add a pinch, and I really mean a pinch, of the best cinnamon I could find. And that is my sauce, almost. Because see, when you just mix it like that, it becomes too thick. So it was apple juice that my grandmother used, not because she wanted to, but because out of necessity. because we had a hand pump in the garden. We didn't have running cold water or running water, period. So we needed to keep a kettle of water for the next morning, and there was no ifs and buts about it because we needed to thaw the ice in the hand pump. So she looked around. What did she find? It happened to be apple juice, which was also rare because we didn't have a lot of apple juice. And so she put a little bit of apple juice in here, 50 milliliters to be exact, and that made it so much sweeter and so much better. So meine Oma hat etwas erfunden, ohne es erfinden zu wollen. And so she invented the best curry sauce I've personally ever eaten. And there it is, Oma's curry sauce. There you have it. So, in the meantime, we are gonna go and see if our sausages are boiling nicely. And yes, they are. And we don't want to boil them too much because they will burst. All right, I think that is good now. So we'll put those to the side, and we'll take a frying pan with a lid and a little bit of vegetable oil in there. And then the sausages get fried. Now, that isn't really needed. You could just eat them like that with curry sauce on top of it. The bratwurst, you probably do want to fry it because it kind of looks bland like that. So let's fry this from all sides, and then I'll show you how to serve it. So, die sind jetzt schön gekocht und die kommen jetzt in eine Pfanne mit etwas Öl und die werden von allen Seiten schön gebraten. Man könnte sie direkt so essen mit der Soße, aber es ist schmackhafter und sieht besser aus, wenn es knusprig gebraten ist. So wie Sie sehen, braten die jetzt schön. Jetzt muss man aber aufpassen, dass die nicht platzen. They are now frying nicely, but we have to be careful that they don't burst. So we're putting the lid on, and there's a reason for that. That's what Oma used to do. And we turn it down a little bit because the steam will make them a little thicker and puffier. So let them fry nicely. So the easiest way to serve this is if you take the curry sauce and put them in a squeeze bottle. It keeps nicely and in the fridge this way, and it's easy to serve. But just spooning it out with a spoon will work as well. In the meantime, our sausages are fried. And look how big they're puffed up because we put the lid on them. So here is how we can serve it. There's 3 ways. Let's say the bratwurst with a potato salad, the North American hot dog with a hot dog bun, and the German wiener with a Brötchen, or how we say in Berlin, a Schrippe. And then we're gonna put the curry sauce over top. Oh, nice curry sauce. Woo. And then a generous sprinkle of more curry powder. Now, many stands in Berlin serve it cut in small pieces and then you eat it with a toothpick. So these are the 3 variations, and there is plenty of others. Google it, look on the internet, ask your friends and relatives. This is my currywurst. And I'm gonna eat this one, I think. That is the Wiener Würstchen mit Currysoße. So good. You have to try it. You absolutely will love it. And please don't forget to like us and hopefully subscribe. Bitte vergessen Sie nicht, den Knopf zu drücken und ein Like zu machen. Bis bald und guten Appetit!